Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch. And today, we return to our first playthrough of Black Book. I believe we're about to unlock our second seal. 2 seals out of 7. Our objective: break the 7 seals of the Black Book to earn a wish to resurrect our late husband. Let's get right to it. Stream beats. Usually our intro and outro music, but when I started uploading the VODs on YouTube, it's been catching some of the tracks, I believe. I'm not sure if I'm using the right playlist, but these are supposed to be royalty free. And have to check that out. But this is Black Book. So we're actually not in our home region. We've just arrived at the factory. The salt factory. And we're here to solve a monster problem. Our investigation has just begun. So we should go ahead and check our Black Book. The titular Black Book, which is basically our spell book. Should be okay for now. Sending our shorts once more on meaningless tasks. I don't want to curse anyone. We're trying as much as possible not to commit any sin. So we already tasked Fyodor One Eye. What did he task him to again? As you ordered, sink a stake. As you ordered, Fyodor One Eye stuck a tall stake into Hell's Lake and had been trying to sink it by pouring water over it until drowners chased them away. And as you ordered, Makarko stuck a tall stake into Hell's Lake. Same thing. So drowners chase them away. We can send 2 shorts away. What should we do? Yeah, we do not like waste. So we're gonna get rid of that penalty. Because if we don't send the short out on a job, they're gonna pester us. And let's get rid of this debilitating effect of less damage because we don't have Kolya anymore. He's happily married. So now our companion excuse me. Our companion now is the black cat demon Proshka, who is a more defensive person. Speaking of Proshka,
Listen, Proshka, can you see the demons at the factory with those demon eyes of yours?
Bah, evil spirits are everywhere. I'm sure we'll meet some at the factory. That doesn't mean we're always the ones to blame.
in my case, I have a pure white cat behind me. Always sleepy. At least Proshka stays awake and sees demons. Well, my cat sees demons as well, or ghosts. Keeps them company at night.
Well, actually, usually does.
That's just the way you Khaldoons tell it. Look at me. I'm kindness and fluffiness itself.
Well, we found you possessing a little girl. Almost killing her.
True, but before you I saw countless shorts, but none of them were fluffy, if you will.
You just need to get to know them better.
Right.
Alright, let's see what they have to say.
Wake up, it's done already. Pahom wants you in his office. Are you a new salt carrier? All right, I don't have much time. Don't forget to close the door.
That was a warm welcome. So we have a red room over there. The cellar, diagonal and furnace across it. This is okay, properly laid out ispa. So, it's a pretty big place. Let's get started. Our first stop is the Uzborov plant office. The plant manager works in this building. Our main task is to drive off the evil spirit at the salt works. Several workers have vanished without a trace. Their co-workers suspect that evil spirits are at work. They've asked for your help.
The workers that you meet seem to be scared, even in these early hours. You try to start a conversation, but as soon as you mention the disappearances, they cross themselves and quickly scurry away. In the factory office, you meet Pahom.
Ah, Vasilisa, come. I'll show you the factory. It's quite big.
So what happened here in the salt factory? They were once profitable, and then they fell on hard times, and all of a sudden they struck brine again, and that's when people started going missing. So they probably stumbled upon. Well, they were saying it. We're gonna check if it's because. Actually, we already did the Aspen demon. I'm sorry, we're in the water demon right now. We're trying the water seal, and we're gonna see if it may be a mermaid problem. Maybe they stumbled upon their home. Well, we're gonna find out with this factory owner. Our investigation begins.
Quite a fortune we have here. Salt, as you see. But you can go anywhere with me.
New encyclopedia entry. We need to check these out. Salt. In northern Precamie, the saltern was established in the 16th century. Throughout the centuries, table salt was an object of trade, a source of wealth, and a means to replenish the state coffers. It was worth its weight in gold and was often the cause of civil unrest.
First, we will visit the pump. Alexei used to work there.
The pump tower is the first stage of salt extracting. Okay, the first stage of salt extracting is getting the brine from the well. A pump is placed above it, along with a protective construction, the tower.
Then we will visit the salt oven. Pyotr went missing there.
The salt oven, the building where evaporation and crystallization occurs.
We can go to the storehouse. A demon was seen there that night. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Pump.
What happened to Alexei in the pump tower?
He was the first to disappear. Happened on the first night we struck brine. He was working then. Haven't heard of him since. Maybe they will tell you something new in the tower. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Salt oven.
Tell me about Pyotr, who worked in the salt oven.
He was gathering salt from the Tsirin that night.
Tsirin, a huge pan where the brine was boiled to evaporate water and get salt.
There wasn't any brine at first, so we started cooking later. They'll tell you more in the salt oven. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Barn.
What did you see near the salt box?
We tried to track the culprit down. We saw a shadow, but it was foggy that night. Trishka called out to it, and this shadow started thrashing about like a fish. No man moves that way. It was here, by the salt box. We load the salt onto barges here. Are you ready to go, or do you want to ask something?
Let's go.
I understand. Time for me to go.
Our next stop. Pump tower. This tower protects the pump from bad weather. Beneath this ground is the well they get the brine from.
A tall silhouette of a brine pump tower appears before you. It seems to hang over the factory like a watchtower. A steady hiss of the pump is heard from it.
Let's get closer.
Hey, Ivan, come over here. This is our piping master, an expert in drilling.
Ah, Pahom. Who did you bring?
A Noah from Cherdin. She's going to help us find Alexei.
So that's why her head is uncovered. Huh, a bareheaded witch.
Hmm.
Are you out of your mind? Bringing cauldrons to the factory.
Hey, mind who you're talking to. Show her Alexei's things.
So we've been working here for years, breaking our backs, just so you could bring witches around, right?
Encyclopedia entry. Salt pits. Salt brine was extracted from a well with a brine pipe. The pipe consisted of a single unit, a thick, hollowed-out tree, several sachens. It comprised of a thick, hollowed-out tree, several sachens long, with a tub that passed through the middle, lifting the brine. They were coated in tar, wrapped in canvas, coated again, encased in yarn, and then coated once more. The drilling was slow. 6 vershocks could be extracted in one day if the ground was soft. If it was hard and rocky, just 1 vershock could be extracted. Imagine like being able to come up with these things.
What are you listening to her for? She probably doesn't know anything.
Well, I don't know anything about salt.
Listen, pretty girl. Do you at least know what do we do on this tower?
Pop quiz.
What is this wooden tower used for?
Salt extraction.
The tower protects the pond that lifts the brine from the well.
It may be not such a bad idea, Pahom. The girl is smart.
Aha, impress the client.
I'll bring Alexei's things now.
The worker brings a bundle in which you find a piece of paper with a clumsy poem written on it.
Your fingers are like salt. Your eyes deep as water. Your hair is black as tar.
That is totally different from what's written down here. The alternative to that is, oh, my black-haired beauty, your fingers are brilliant with salt. Your hair gleams like black tar. Your captivating eyes are deeper than a lake. So people are being entranced?
Look at him go.
Who could he have written this about?
Maybe he fell for a salt worker girl.
Huh, I doubt it. He'd write something about salty ears then.
Right, the salty ears.
I don't know. He never taught me anything of this sort. Well, I need to work. You need anything else?
Well, it actually could be about a salt worker girl. But my money's on mermaid. Alexei.
What can you tell me about the missing guy?
What can I tell? A proper lad. And a smart one. Knows his way around the mechanism. Likes to have a drink, the rascal. Must be drinking with Peter in some pothouse. Oh, if I only catch him doing that.
Evil spirits.
They say a demon is carrying off workers. Seen anything odd?
Yeah, a witch walking around the factory. That's what's hot.
Now you tell her what she wants.
I haven't seen anything, all right? You'll learn for yourself that there aren't no demons here.
Pump tower.
What was Alexei doing in the pump tower the night he disappeared?
I put him there to look after the pump once the brine started flowing. There's nothing else to do there. He must have grown bored and went to the pothouse.
Goodbye.
I see. Thanks for the help.
So what do you think happened to Alexei?
For now, it's unclear. If it had been Chorts, they would have killed him on the spot.
Really? Well, you've seen Shorts do a lot of different things. Maybe it led him into the water.
Maybe the girl from the poem knows something.
Oh yeah, maybe it's a benevolent mermaid. And there's something going on. Maybe angered the master of the lake or something. Let's see.
So, where did he go missing? In the salt oven?
Yes, it's right here, behind the salt box. We will visit it first.
So the salt box is the building where the brine settles. Part of the water evaporates and the brine becomes more concentrated. Salt box. Alright. That's locked. Salt chest. This is where they keep the salt brine before cooking it. This isba is closed shut, an ideal place for evil spirits.
On your way to the salt oven, one of the workers calls out to Pahom and starts to question him about the disappearances. While Pahom is busy, you decide to look around.
It's a large operation they got here. Trilic herb. Ari Starling, welcome to the stream, and Raiders, welcome to the... Yeah, Raiders, welcome to the stream. Whoa, what is this? Hey, how's it going, everyone? Well, we're just playing some Black Book here. Great to see you all today. February is it's a month of big releases, but we have this here every Thursday. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the table. This is Tabletop Cinema. So what brings you all here today? Bread pudding? That is worth it. How's it going, Den Mother? Great to see you back here. Thank you so much, Den Mother, for pointing them in this direction. I'm not really sure what to say, but go get that bread pudding. I love bread pudding, especially the ones with cream on top. It's amazing. Enjoy your bread pudding. I hope it's worth it. And I hope it's worth everyone's time to be here. But thank you for the follow, Ari Starling. Yeah, this is Black Book. I'm not sure if people have played this before. It is a little indie game that I stumbled upon one day, and I thought the premise was really interesting, especially as a fan of Witcher, which is my first exposure to Slavic mythology. And this one, supposedly, well, the reviews were okay, so I said, okay, why not? Let's try it out. So we are solving demon problems here. But this is actually not why we're here. This is not actually Vasilisa's main goal. Sure, it is her job, but long story short, our husband, for some mysterious reason, took his own life. Now, we refuse to believe that, but in our belief, he ends up in hell. So, we need the Black Book to unlock the 7 seals of the Black Book to earn a wish. And we want to use that wish to bring back our late husband. So that's why we're here. That's why we have this book. So it's kind of like a choose your own adventure game. And with some light deck building aspects here. The deck basically being your spell book. But what were you playing, Ari Starling? Before you came here? So there's a few exploration segments as well. And I will say here, if you're a fan of reading codex entries or lore entries, this game actually rewards you for it. And it's actually required to progress at some points. So it is made with a lot of care and love. We have a lot of bailichkas here, which are basically like, folktales about the little man, about the cat at the mill. And of course, our encyclopedia about the chorts or demons. And this very interesting setting where basically, even after it's a region of double belief. So even after the adoption of Russian Christianity, some aspects of paganism remain. So for those who are actually, someone from the Philippines as well, we also have this double belief going on. So it's actually relatable in that sense, even though I'm not exactly familiar at all with it. Pokemon Arceus? I need to get back on that. How are you enjoying Arceus? Because admittedly, I grew up on Pokemon, but we gotta admit, they weren't really doing anything different. Sword and Shield, I ended up finishing that. I played it a lot, but it was more of the same. And then suddenly, here comes Arceus, and it's a step closer to what I imagined Pokemon would be as a kid. And it's so refreshing. Anyway, it is kind of a spooky game. I do love it. It's not a scary game for those who might be worried about it, but it's real. It feels real, and at times it can be very gritty. And sometimes the line between good and bad is there really is no good or bad. It's if you're familiar with The Witcher, it helps scratch that itch for me. So here we are investigating the salt factory because salt workers have been disappearing. This happened after they struck brine. So our suspicion right now is it might be related to a water demon, perhaps a mermaid. But as is the case in these kinds of stories, not everything as it... What's it? Words. Not everything is as it seems. Not everything is always as it seems. You get what I mean. Yeah, Arceus, I'm so... well, of course, it's a step in the right direction, but I really, really hope Game Freak doesn't drop it. I hope they take elements of Arceus and go with it moving forward. It really shook things up for the better.
We don't know what became of him yet. Go do your job.
So, this is set at the turn of the century, and with that comes all of the challenges that come with the times. So we are in Cherden, I believe, this region, and it is just after a war. I'm getting my history mixed up. Basically, it's not common to have a witch roaming about. And so naturally, a lot of people here are suspicious about it. They refuse to believe that the demon is haunting their salt factory. We don't know what's going on, so we're gonna do our due diligence and investigate. There we go. Not everything as it seems.
While the salt workers are talking.
Whoops. Scroll wheel actually activates it? Huh.
We don't know what became of him yet. Go do your job.
That's interesting. Scroll wheel actually makes it progress. Anyway. So we're looking for Alexei.
Wait, Pahom. Tell me one more thing.
You decide to look around while the salt workers are talking.
So a lot of it is actually just choosing, making choices and living with the consequences. That's another thing here. It may seem, weird to put a spin on this, but much like other games which have a morality counter, apparently there are multiple endings, or at least a few. And I think it's tied to sin. I'm not sure. But we're trying to go for a no-sin playthrough. Why is that tempting? So some people come to you as a witch and they tell you they're having problems with your neighbor. Can you please curse my neighbor? And you can earn some money from it because, some people come to you for that. Some Kolduns, which are sorcerers, and some witches do that. For example, send the people to spread lichen to a cow. Or worse, place a curse on the crops, slander an innocent girl, possess as an ikotka, which is basically possessing people. It gets really terrible. So, the ironic thing here is, we're using demons to fight demons. So these shorts, which are our familiars, demons, if we don't give them tasks to do, they pester us and make things more difficult for us. So you're tempted here to send them on tasks. I'm trying to live with the consequences and the detriments that they bring, because I don't want to curse people left and right. So we're trying for a good playthrough here. It's always tempting to gain more power, especially with what Vasilisa's final goal is. We want to break the seals of the Black Book. Each seal, by the way, unlocking a new set of cards, so you can really get into the deck building aspect here. Well, that said, we should just play because the investigation is in full swing. And as you saw here, the investigation parts, you really gotta roam around because we wouldn't have seen these tracks. There's a white track here, as if something was dragged. Here's a piece of a workman's shirt. Could it be a body was dragged here? So the clue we have so far is Alexei's poem to a dark-haired, salt-covered girl. We're not exactly sure who he's talking about. About the salt sacks. These days, there's so much salt that there are sacks full of it just lying around. This worker is carrying one in the barn to the barn right now. So this salt factory, they were on hard times until suddenly they hit the mother lode, and with that came all their problems. This is the salt box where I believe the lore was saying this is where the salt is left to evaporate and become purer. This isba looks odd. Its bottom is all covered with salt. It's black. I sense something bad here. Why is that? There are scratches here. But let's have a look around more. Yeah, but aside from Arceus, Ari Starling, what kind of games do you stream? I myself have only started streaming maybe 6 months ago. It's been... well, I've been playing a variety. Like, Black Book is every Thursday. We just actually cleared up our Tuesdays and Saturdays. So I do stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Tuesday, we were playing Spiritfarer. We just finished that. On Saturday, we were playing Guardians of the Galaxy and then Sifu. So we're done with those as well. So after I get this major project out of the way, I might jump into Horizon Forbidden West, which is releasing tomorrow. So, there are scratches here at the salt box. Well, what do you know? There are huge claw marks in the salty log. Ordinary folk wouldn't notice them right away. Looks like a demon's mark. Doesn't look like a simple church doing. I think we pretty much investigated everything. Oh, I see. Alright, I think we've investigated everything we can. Oh, that's weird. So much for fences. I think we can talk to them right now. Let's tell them.
Enough already. We need to go and you have work to do.
Wait, we stopped here for a reason.
Welcome to the stream, Kumu channel. Stealth games! Oh my god! Oh, wait, I just gotta say, alright, like, I just had a very emotional moment when I was playing Ghost Recon Wildlands with my friend. And coincidentally, we're stealth gamers, alright? If there's a stealth option, I'll almost always take it. So we were playing Wildlands and we were playing the Sam Fisher episode, and basically, it is an emotional moment because Sam was referencing, for example, Sam was referencing Snake. And this game was released after Phantom Pain, right? So Sam Fisher is just saying, oh, there aren't many people like me, but there was that guy with the bandana. And his handler basically tells him, yeah, he retired, Sam. So Sam is like, what? I'm the only one left? That is to say, we don't get many games in the stealth genre. So for Sam Fisher to just say that, because they like referencing each other. Like in Metal Gear Solid 2, I believe Snake was the one telling Colonel that why don't you tell Sam and Gabe Logan from Siphon Filter, why don't you tell them to do the job? Right? So we've come full circle, and now Sam is the only one left. He's the one receiving a remake, and Phantom Pain's like the last Metal Gear we're gonna get in a while. Anyway, that is a long-winded thing to say. I do appreciate that you're a fan of stealth games. Ah man, that is something I think we need more of. Yeah, Hitman was the last one I really super enjoyed in terms of the stealth genre. Man, Hitman is fun. Hitman is super great. That's cool. Well, it is good to see that there's another stealth, that people appreciate stealth. I'm not sure if you're also into tabletop RPGs, Ari, but then Den Mother, I do know Den Mother from the RPG circles, and I'm usually the one at the table. I'm usually the only one at the table who is the stealth character. So I'm there trying to sneak around, pick some locks, get in, scout. And then my buddies are just like, kick down the door. It's a balance, really. And I do appreciate the mix we have, but it is what it is. Yeah, Hitman was a great comeback. Now that they released it for PC VR, that's something I have to experience as well. Just to experience it in literally a whole new perspective. But that said, coming back to Black Book, we're not making any progress in investigation. These people need our help. Stealth? Vasilisa isn't exactly known for that. We blast shorts in the face with spells. But we are a knower. We use our wit and our knowledge to get things done. So let's ask them about, first, the piece of shirt. How could they have not noticed that?
I found this piece of shirt by the barrels.
And you get rewarded for exploring and investigating and asking the right questions. This is XP, basically.
Only Alexei had this sword on a button on his clothes.
So that was Alexei's shirt. Spirit presence in the Isba.
There's something wrong with the salt box. I think I need to look inside.
A demon in the salt box? Oh lord.
Okay, actually, to be fair, I usually play a rogue or someone who can actually sneak. But my alter ego is, the knight in shining armor. Paladins, basically, sword and board, sword and shield, or a polearm. That's usually my shtick. Those are the two characters I usually play. What's in the box? Okay, claw marks.
I noticed claw marks on it. The kind only the demons leave behind.
Where? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Lord have mercy.
I need to look inside.
You can see here, we have all of this. This paganism just coexisting or intermingling in one with basically, Russian Christianity. I need to look inside.
Well, what are you waiting for? Open it.
Listen, Pahom, don't be angry. We've lost the keys.
Oh, great.
Well, take some logs away then.
They've salted through heavily.
We need to open it today, before demons kill anyone else.
Do as you're told, while we go visit the salt oven.
Okay, we're gonna make a detour. So here's where the choose your own adventure part comes in. You basically choose your destination in the map, and there are alternative paths, and I like doing that because I want to get all the entries. You could go straight to the main objective if you want, but I explore everything. That's the kind of gamer I am. Enjoy your bread pudding, Ari Starling. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for lurking. And for the people who may still be here, again, welcome to the table. I do stream. Again, I am Tabletop Cinema. And one of these days, I will be playing tabletop RPGs on this stream. That's a work in progress right now, but I am currently playing narrative-focused games. So if that's something you're interested in, please consider hitting that follow button. We're also on Twitter and Instagram, and we do have a Discord up. Like, yeah, welcome. Just enjoy. You know, this none of this. Welcome. And thank you for the raid, everyone. So we're headed to the salt pan now. I'm not surprised that there is a genre for the Russo historical fiction, but I did not know it is called Tsarpunk. Tsarpunk. That is interesting. And now that you mentioned it, I really think it is a thing, yeah? I'm not sure if you know, if you're familiar with the board game Scythe. I think Scythe would really scratches that itch as well. At least for certain factions. And now that Warhammer, by the way, now all my friends have vanished because they're playing Total War Warhammer right now, and I believe they just included a very Tsar punk heavy faction. I'm not familiar with Warhammer, so forgive me, but the Kislev, I believe, the Kislev there are the stand-ins. They're basically the analogs for the Russian Empire. You know, of course, they come from a snowy region, and of course, there's a bear cavalry because stereotypes, right? That actually, I'm not really sure what to play then, Mother. Like, I know the One Ring RPG is coming out, and it's been more than a year since I ran anything. The last thing I ran was actually back here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Band of Blades. That's the last thing I ran. At least the campaign structure. I used the campaign structure of Band of Blades, but used a different system to run it, which was Genesis. So that was super fun. It was just a game with friends. But we'll see. I'm still mustering up the courage, motivation, and inspiration to get original stories off the ground. But that's why I'm playing a lot of these games, and that's one of the main things why I'm sharing these things with people, because honestly, we get so much inspiration from films, books, movies, games. I take all of these things that I'm playing, and one way or another, they end up manifesting in our homebrew worlds, right? That's how it goes. Homebrew is like being like a child again and putting in our favorite things from all our favorite properties and somehow making it original and amazing and compelling and fun for everyone at the table. So we are going to the salt pan where they boil the brine. The water is evaporated and salt crystals remain. We also learned about making salt in this age. I believe this is the late 19th century this game is set in.
The salt oven is submerged in unbearably hot shadow. You remember your visit to the underworld during your initiation. You shudder when you take a peek at the red-hot Siren.
Oh, by the way, Vasilis, we're basically a warlock here in Dungeons and Dragons terms. Our powers are largely fueled by a pact we made with the devil himself. Which is why we visited the underworld during our initiation, right? That's how we become a witch. So, Siren, a huge pan where the brine was boiled, evaporate water, and get salt. You see, I love it when games do this, when they highlight terms. It's great. This game was, their intent was really to introduce people to a lot of these Slavic myths and educate us while having fun doing it.
Hey you! Drop that sack. We want to ask you about Pyotr.
Good day, master.
Did you work with Pyotr? What can you tell me about him?
Well, what can I tell? I don't know. He worked hard, we all do. Well, that's it, really.
This also gives me the vibes, with the whole narrator, kind of like a game master here. Job.
What was Pyotr doing here?
Everything, really. Cook salt, a strong guy. Was good at hauling the sacks from down below. Now that I think about it, he was quite good at hauling salt. You have to have some skill for that.
Huh. So new encyclopedia entry. We try to read this as soon as possible because they actually contain clues to move the investigation forward. So this is about the salt ovens. Salt ovens, large four-walled isbas with one door and an opening in the roof for the chimney, were placed near the brine pipes. In the middle of the salt oven, a hole was dug 4 sachens deep for the furnace. This is a unit of measurement. I'm uncertain exactly what it is. It had steep sides and was reinforced with grey stone and clay. An orifice to act as a draft draught hole was made in front of the hole. Above the hole hung a tsiren, a large pan for the brine. There's so many things I'm mispronouncing. I'm so sorry. A large pan for the brine. It took considerable skill to properly adjust the heat so that the brine boiled evenly and let the salt settle, like a hard candy, adding brine at the right time and mixing it with iron spatulas. The resulting salt was deposited into bast sacks, and stored in barns. I've heard about Shadow and Bone. Hey, and they wait. Did the series ever come out yet? Because I know a few of my friends are super excited for the series. I heard great things about Shadow and Bone. The Great. I will take note of these. Thank you so much. I do keep like Evernote open here just for people who recommend stuff. Thank you for reminding me about Shadow and Bone. That is a series like I was trying to get into. And The Great. I have a guess as to what The Great is about, but we'll see. Okay, so we learned about salt ovens. Fascinating. I do like learning about these things. And imagine this, 19th century, learning how to properly make salt. Human ingenuity.
Not a drunkard.
Demons.
Have you heard about the demons? Seen anything like that?
Oh, it came out already? What happened to the buzz around that? Did you enjoy it as a... Okay, it's one of those things where I know there's a book series, but since since a TV series is out, I'm super sensitive to spoilers. So it's like I have to either watch one or read. I have to either watch it or read it first. So I may just watch it, considering how slow I am in terms of like consuming novels. So I guess the series would be my entry point into the Shadow and Bone universe.
Yes, I've heard. Lord protect me, but the Lord is merciful. I haven't seen anything of the sort. Peter used to say that we're here like shorts in hell ourselves.
But the fact that they're making a season 2, I guess that bodes well.
I'll show you, Jorts. Don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, forgive me, Master. I wasn't thinking.
Suspicious.
Have you seen anything unusual?
Nothing of the sort. We're too busy working. I've heard, though, the other day, Peter was saying that he was going to get married.
Okay. Remember that poem we found from Piotr?
How's that? To whom?
Yeah, I thought it strange too. I didn't know anything about him proposing, and here he tells us about this beauty. Black hair, white skin, that's the way he tells it. I think maybe he eloped with her.
Time to go.
It doesn't look like there are any demons here. I need to search other places.
Well, go on. I'll check up on the salt box. You, lad, come with me. Give me a hand.
It's getting dark. Hurry up your workers.
Another path here. Oh wait, 2 paths. So this is the final location, salt box, but we're gonna investigate the storehouse. Leave no stone unturned. This storehouse is where the salt is kept. Later, it's loaded onto the barges and sent to the fair in Novgorod.
The barn stands like a grim giant. The processed salt is stored here before it is loaded onto barges. Suddenly, in the darkness of the parted gates, you notice a fuzzy figure. You look closer and see that the sun has almost gone over the horizon.
If we draw a circle and if it's a benevolent spirit, that might send the wrong impression. Maybe if we just step inside and negotiate or learn more about the chart, which has been our usual method, because charts are also very complicated creatures. Oh, that is reassuring then, Mother, about the series. I see, I see. Well, now I really want to get into it. And that is difficult. That's very difficult, right? Adapting a lot of books, figuring out how to make it fit for television. The last series I watched was, well, the reason why the reason why I decided to start on Black Book was because of the Witcher series, right? So that's the last TV series I watched, and I gotta say as well, like, of course, a lot of changes from the book saga, but the way they're able to make it work in a few episodes, still get all the major beats in and somehow still enhance certain parts. It's great. So it's great to hear that they did it with Shadow and Bone. I should definitely go and check it out. February is going to be a pretty busy month, I would say. So here, we see a fuzzy figure. I do not want to spook it. So let's step inside. Let's step inside, arms raised, book closed.
The moment you step towards the barn, a demon jumps at you.
Never mind. Oh god, okay. So in this kind of game, we actually have we have foreknowledge, so we know what they're going to do. So it's more of a puzzle kind of thing. It takes the guesswork. It takes a lot of the guesswork out. But what is random is your hand every round, every turn. I mean, so of course you have the usual items, and you have a support, which is Proshka, our helper. Depends on the chapter you're in. Last chapter we had a Varvet. It is actually a very compelling story involving bathhouses, if you'd believe it. Demons in bathhouses and changelings. So that is a whole thing. He's happily married now to the changeling, which was taken by the. It is a whole thing. So now we have Proshka. Proshka's actually a demon which chose this form. Where did we find Proshka? Possessing a young girl from the inside. We had to literally beat him out of... It is bad, okay? He almost killed the little girl. But Proshka's here. It's the kind of world we live in. He is doing his best to... Well, trying to do his best to redeem himself. All right. Again, thank you for reminding me about Shadow and Bone, then, Mother. I tend to forget all these things. Like, I have this... You know how it is. I'm pretty sure you have that list as well of people saying, oh, you should watch this or you should play that. And then the list grows ever longer. It's a good problem to have with so many options. I'm also not sure how delayed the stream is, but I'm seeing like the chat come in almost a minute later. It tends to happen. It sometimes happens. I don't know why. But anyway, this game just spiked in difficulty in this chapter, by the way. It's like the gloves are off. It's actually quite challenging, especially since deck building games are not my forte. So you're gonna die. And we can have this. Burning Blood. A key on them. Alright. Ooh, sounds intriguing then, Mother. Queen Catherine the Great in the politics when she married into Russian court. Ah. And I will admit, that is a landscape I'm really unfamiliar with. Like I haven't seen or read a lot in that setting. So it should be quite educational, and of course, we should always be expanding our horizons. So these are spells, Zagavoros they call it. The words of power. What did that do to me? I cannot use herbs for 7 turns. That's fine. So he's gonna hit me for 17 damage. We need to go on the defense here. Proshka, please protect me. Will this even work? We don't have many defensive capabilities. It's okay. If we use all white cards, we should be fine. Oh, I could just remove the negative status, actually. I should, because that's going to last 7 turns. So let's increase the number of orders in the book. Remove a negative status. And for our key, which is basically like a cantrip. So there's like verbal somatic components here. Let's pump up our defense. We are going to take some damage, but that's fine. That's all part of it. Thank you, Proshka. Did you just scratch yourself to hurt me? Okay. He's just gonna... Ah, haha. Okay, that's 25. Oh. Okay. And I have no defense cards. Okay, do I have that thing that protects me from all damage? No, I do not. So we're gonna just use this pricklish herb. And we're gonna have to heal up later. Let's deal as much damage as we can now. Nava. Nava. Not Urazi. Fierce Grisha. We can start building on Grisha. No. Scorch it to waste. Amen to prepare for future pain. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Okay. And he's gonna paralyze me again. Oh, look at the art. It's also pretty... Ugh. Sleep paralysis. Replenish. It's okay. We can regeneration. This should help us out so we can free ourselves. We have piety up. And thankfully we set up Nava so we can deal as much damage as we can now. We can do waste. Further waste against him. Just pour on all the damage. Yeah. 26, that should do it. Ah, the black spells are largely focused in damage dealing. And white are usually protective and healing spells. So kind of like the black magic, white magic kind of thing we have in other games. But an interesting thing here is that there are certain terms here. For example, I think it's called well-versed. So if a card has well-versed, it's strengthened based on the number of cards there are in your current spell. Basically, every turn you're building a spell out of these pages. And a well-versed card means that it's stronger the more pages of the same color you have in your spell. So it's about balancing that. So what I did earlier, why I was able to just kill him right away, was because I've been stacking up my black cards on top on the timeline there. So they all, since it's well-versed black cards, they all enhance each other. So you can combo it up and do some explosive damage or get a lot of defense or healing done. So I am getting a lot more cards here, new cards, because each seal apparently is a new set of cards. So this is going to get really complex at some point. It's also giving us new terms and new mechanics. So it's slowly opening up. It's actually surprisingly quite long. We're only at the 3rd seal. There are 7 seals to unlock. But again, I'm not that strong in terms of deck building games, so it does take me a while to wrap my head around building a deck, building an effective deck. So I don't exactly have a theme right now for my deck. I don't have a main strength or focus for it. So it's kind of been more or less a generalist thing with everything. But we do use herbs a lot. This might help, but it's very situational. But it's an extra 7 damage on top of everything. Firm Knife is gesture. Gestures are great because they don't expend a word. They're basically just a somatic component. But it inflicts 1 damage on me. However, the page remains active to fuel further black spells. Okay, Death Demons. It's eternal, so the status doesn't vanish with battle progress. And it increases defense for each time I lose health. Hey! Swipe. Removes page from the book until the end of the battle. This seems pretty good. Increasing defense as my health goes down. Yeah, let's take it.
Forever in the woods. Don't kill me, demon, I beg you.
Well, there you go. That's why I didn't draw a circle. I wanted to talk. Now will you listen?
Demon? I'm often called a witch, but this is a first.
So there was a demon terrorizing you.
Open your eyes. What kind of Susiatka takes a Kaldun for a demon?
So you know the demon that settled in the box?
Ah, there we go.
Oh, what alive.
So that's why you were jumpy. Tell us more about the salt box short.
So you're saying there's a chort in the salt box. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but we all can feel it here. It emerged along with the salt. Now it starts to eat people. Oh, what alive.
What a life. Assault.
Why did you attack me? Was it you who killed the workers?
You're just scared.
No, I'm peaceful spirit.
Very painful, peaceful spirit.
Sure, from the soul box, kill them. Even the Banics know what's been going on. Oh, what alive.
Who are you?
You look like a Susietko. What kind of spirit are you?
So a Susedko is a house spirit or a hobgoblin. They live under the hearth or in the Golbets cellar.
I'm a Susetko. There used to be an Izba here. Its house forgot to bring me along.
It tends to happen a lot. People forget to bring along their house spirits.
Then I started living in the barn when it was built. And the things that have been going on lately. Oh, what alive.
Well, goodbye. I'm still hurting. That is a very painful blow you did.
I need to go. It's midnight soon. What should I do with you?
And you have the option here to like kill the spirit or leave the spirit alone. Look, we're gonna take care of the spirit. We're gonna take care of the actual killer Chort. So just don't jump anyone. Also, I could use some healing.
You stay here. Keep guard in the barn.
The demon nods and dissolves into darkness.
Will that bite me in the ass later on? We'll see. Banyas. An old banya, probably older than the plant. Let's check this place out before heading to the final destination.
You open a door to the factory bathhouse. Inside the old gray building, you feel the presence of evil spirits. You take several steps inside and are immediately surrounded by Baniks.
Hold up, I just talked to the barn, the salt box, not the salt box, what, where was that? We talked to a spirit, he said, you know, you're not the ones killing, it's the salt box spirit's fault, let's talk about this, alright? I just got slammed in the head.
Not a step closer, demons.
Don't be mad, mistress.
Last chapter, we dealt with a very, very ornery Bannock. Or an Obderica, sorry. Not a Bannock, an Obderica. Because Bannock, I believe, are male. Or at least male appearing.
Stay with us, fellow Bannock. We'll live happily and scare the workers now and then.
What? You think I'm an Abdiriha of some kind?
There, Obderica. It's like the woman of the bathhouse.
What else? We all sensed a new spirit and saw you the other night walking here in the dark.
Ah, you mean the new girl who's been killing people.
As if looking for your home. Stay here with us. We'll grant you some gifts.
That would be nice, Vasnik.
Gifts, you say?
It's my own little Salem. I love it. No, this is a sin. It's so interesting that is. There's a sin counter in this game, so it's like, no, we don't want to commit a sin in the eye of God. Let's tell the truth. Hey, actually, who knows? There might be some connection there. Banya, baño. Is baño from a Spanish word? You know, language. Amazing living language. Sorry, I only saw this now. Ah, Shadow and Bone. Let's see if it's gonna have the same effect on me. One thing's for certain, you know, if I end up like watching a series I like or playing a game I like, inevitably it will end up inspiring elements of whatever I'm gonna run in the future. I'm very impressionable that way. We're not gonna trick the Bannocks. Let's tell the truth. But it might spook him to say that, hey, we're a witch. Let's see how they react. Let's be good.
What Bannock? I'm a regular witch.
Really? Well... Oh yeah, that's right. You a rake of life.
That's also something. There's something about Vasilisa. I mean, it's not just her heterochromia, which, you know, trope-wise, that usually means like, oh, this character is special somehow. It's not just that. It's... She was able to unlock the first seal with a single touch. Whereas sorcerers and sorceresses, in their lifetimes, couldn't even unlock the first seal. So I have no idea what makes Vasilisa special yet. But there have been hints about people, you know, smelling something about her. Like, it would have been easy to tell that I was some living person, but this Bannock thought at first that I was something else. So that's another mystery. I don't know what's gonna happen, but for now we're focusing on our day job.
Where's the Bannock we saw before then?
What did she look like? I might be able to help you.
Well, she was pale, long hair, just like Bannock.
Anyway, the banyo thing's very interesting because the banya here is bathhouse.
I wouldn't call Bannocks pale. I haven't seen yours, but I'm looking for a spirit too.
Point it out to us when you find it. And get out of here. This is no place for the living.
The spirits disappear and leave you in solitude. All you can do is to go on your way.
Well, that wasn't very productive, but at least we've confirmed another thing. Kama Riverbank. Salt works are traditionally built on the riverbanks. It's easier to access the brine and to load salt onto barges for trade.
You approach the riverbank and notice a dark figure. You freeze, thinking of what to do next. This may be the spirit you're looking for, the one to blame for the missing workers.
Come closer.
It turns out to be a fisherman from the nearest village. He notices you and puts his fishing rod aside.
Imagine just attacking the fisherman.
Aren't you afraid to go fishing at night? They say there are evil spirits here.
Nah, I'm not scared. I have a powerful amulet. With it, I fear no demon.
Oh, wow, how convenient.
I have seen that evil spirit, though.
Amulet. From a Koldoon?
What of this amulet?
Ah, some woman gave it to me. A fine thing. Can send any chalk packing.
Sometimes the voice doesn't match the words, but okay. I don't know what he said. Buy the amulet? Or play cards for it? How about a round of Gwent?
We can play cards for the amulet.
Why not? I respect a good card game.
Of course. Let's see if we can get it. I'm not exactly good at this game. Here we are playing cards when a demon's possibly eating up the salt workers. Aha! My turn. Queen, queen. Trump card is spades. Again. Let's go king, king. That's it. Okay, your turn. I guess I'll have to take this. No, I can trump that. Trump. Well, that sucks. Six, six. Good. Match. I could use this to trump the card he puts up here. Low card. That's fine. Eight. And hearts. Good. Match those. Nice, we have 3 kings here. Let's put this up first. No, we make sure we get our highest. Oh, speaking of inscription, were you able to finish it? That's another thing we played on stream actually. It is interesting. I did have fun with it and the whole and all the twists and the conspiracy behind it all. I really enjoyed the first act of Inscription, I will say. You can't trump that. Come on. Of course. Erase you with the trump card. Yes. 8-8. Beat that. And I ended the trump card. I win. Give me that amulet. Wait, no, now I feel terrible. I'm gonna take this amulet away from him, and he's just gonna get eaten on the river.
You take your winnings, the fisherman's amulet. The peasant smiles. Turns out he has a hoof to spare.
Oh, he had a hoof to spare. A hoof left behind by the burnt short. It stinks of burnt wool. So it actually provides resistance to status curse. Oh, I had questions to ask. But that is it. Leave the location. Oh well. So that leaves us now with a salt box. Let's get to the bottom of this mystery. This is where to keep the salt around before cooking it. This isba is closed shut, an ideal place for evil spirits.
It is dark now, but the workers are still unable to open the salt box. You see the anxiety in their eyes. Pahom paces around, giving out orders. Seems like he is worried more than the others.
So I guess they couldn't kick down the door, or tear it open, or pry it open. That's a strong salt box. Maybe the mermaid or Piotr took the key. That's why they can't find it. Ah, the Arg rabbit hole, then mother. I did make a post about it on Reddit. I was wondering about like the spoilers, but then like what the thing within the game, right? And how similar it is. I'm not sure if you've also played Doki Doki Literature Club. That's something we just played as well. Was it? Yeah, we just played it late last year. It is the first time I experienced Doki Doki. Its whole ARG thing as well. I had this whole fan theory about how they're related. That exactly, then mother. That takes me forever to finish a game. That is one of my biggest worries coming into streaming or streaming games, because I'd feel like, honestly, I do feel pressured. I do feel pressured, like, oh man, like who's gonna stay and watch me just obsessively, compulsively, check every corner, exhaust every dialogue option, make sure that I've clicked on every pixel. It's how I usually play games. It takes me forever. So coming into a game, for example, I started playing Ghost of Tsushima, an open world game with so many side quests. It came to a point where I'm never gonna finish this on stream at the pace I'm going. So I'm gonna do all the side content off stream and just gun the main quest on stream. So that's what I've been trying to do. But yeah, I'm the type of gamer that does that. I just explore everything. Down to like wanting to exhaust every dialogue option. Like in Horizon Zero Dawn, if you talk to the NPC again, they'll actually say something different. And when you say goodbye, you say something different. And there are like 3 or 4 variations of goodbye for each NPC. It sounds weird, I know, but then it's like I talk to them over and over and over until I exhaust all the farewell dialogue even. So I don't know how it's gonna be when I start on Horizon Forbidden West next week. But we'll see. Oh, about Doki Doki and Inscription. Well, man. I don't know if anyone's watching that hasn't played either of the games yet, because I think these games, a huge appeal to them are the twists and the mystery. So it's actually miraculous that I was able to avoid Doki Doki Literature Club spoilers until I actually played it last year. And it was super worth it. That said, both games had similar aims and what they were trying to do, meta-wise. And if you just look at the pieces and how amusing it is actually, that it's not a spoiler to say that the company in Doki Doki is Metaverse. That's already there in the very beginning. And this is made before Facebook rebranded. So there's this whole thing, tinfoil hat on. It's like, Metaverse? Wait, didn't we see that in Doki Doki? What's going on here? And the fact that inscription also has something to do with the web. Who knows? There may be in my head, it's like eventually there's going to be some crossover of entities. I'm speaking really vague here, but yeah. Anyway, they can't get into the salt box. We have a demon to deal with. I'm trying not to suspect the owner of this salt farm. You know how it usually is. The trope is it's usually the boss or the head of the company that did something wrong, which invited the curse. That's a trope, right? So I'm trying to not think that, but I can't. This salt factory owner, I don't think he's telling me the full story. Workers? The workers are trying to break down the door. But someone seems to be holding it fast from the other side. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's spooky.
Hold us here. Come on. He.
I think I know how to open this door. And I think I know what kind of demon haunts you. What evil spirits are to blame for the salt workers' disappearances?
Okay, pop quiz time. Now I have to refer to my notes. Because I'm not sure if we were talking about a Vodianoi. But there was really no mention of a mermaid. I'm not even sure if... Okay, a Vodianoi. Oh my god, look at all that. All the things we've been through. Where's the Vodianoi? Oblerica, salt pans, gold bits, Here. Yeah, mermaid's comb. So there are mermaids in this world. It may seem like a mermaid. Let's say mermaid.
Your workers have been discussing some beauty.
There we go.
One of them even wanted to marry her until she, I think, killed him.
How pleasant.
Looks like there's a water spirit in the salt box.
So we have a new Bailichka, which is a folktale. Pharaoh's daughter. There's a thing we have on the Vishera called the Devil's Stone. On Pentecost, a Rusalka lies on it, brushes her long hair, and moans, "Pharaoh, Pharaoh." Her hair continuously drips water. They say that Kolduns collect that water and use it to curse men and livestock. Pharaoh is a kind of Satan, as written in the Bible. It is said he became a kind of Vodianoi and that his daughters were Rusalkas. The Rusalka calls for her father. Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
He's still carrying the salt bag. The bag of salt.
As soon as we break down this door, I'll show that evil spirit Russian strength.
Show them that Russian strength.
Wait, I will whisper over the door.
Step aside. Let the witch do her business.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You mouth the words of a Zagaver and apply the break herb. The door to the salt box opens.
A knock spell? Oh, we didn't get to investigate everything. Oh, shh. Well. Flark.
Your assumptions prove right. There's a Rusalka in the salt box. With a quick motion, you draw a circle and plan your next move.
Content warning, I didn't expect that. Yeah, there are depictions of that here. What did I expect? I expected, oh, maybe they're actually in love, or maybe they just wanted a happy ending and no one to bother them, but no. A Rusalka. See that a lot in The Witcher. a harmful spirit of a drowned woman. As opposed to most evil spirits, they are very attractive and use their appearance to lure the young men, or perhaps women, into the depths. Let's talk. It's past talking, but I want to get the dialogue, if there is any. And she's just yawning. Did it wake you from your nap?
What's this ruckus? The moon isn't up yet. God, so many dead. Dead? Girl, they just sleeping.
I'm in danger.
Because the moon isn't up yet.
What?
What kind of sleep is she talking about? I smell death all the way from here.
Oh, if you insist, I can wake up my friends.
Oh no. Let's because of my curiosity, I want to see her do it, but I have a feeling she's gonna wake them up and I'm gonna have to face them in battle. Whereas if I jump in now, it'll just be her. But I'm curious. Let's tell me more.
No, wait. Tell me first.
Mermaid.
Why are you here, demon?
There we go.
I was sent by my father, the Vodenoy.
Okay, so our prediction is probably right on the money. I was thinking they struck gold. Well, they struck brine. But that was probably the abode of the Vodyanoi. And so the Vodyanoi went to curse the salt factory. Because, they destroyed his home.
I think he wanted me to find new friends. We'll be very close, forever and ever.
Or he just wanted to play it. Okay, this is...
Just like a fir and its little branches. Am I right, boys?
The corpses steadily sway in the brine.
Okay, they're not even waking up. Why did you kill them? Murders.
Why? What for? Why did you kill all of these workers? Killed? They're alive. Alive forever.
Brine.
Why did the brine disappear in the factory? Why did it reappear? These salt workers are lucky to have a friend as kind as I am. I give them life, love, and wealth. What more could you wish for?
To not to be drowned in brine?
Yeah, you tell her, Proshka.
I knew you wouldn't understand. What kind of demon are you anyway?
Well, fair. Proshka did possess a little girl and almost killed her. Okay. My curiosity is partially satisfied. Now I have to banish you. Goodbye.
That reminds me. I need to break a water seal. Your soul could prove useful.
Whoa! Okay, that escalated, Vasilisa. Yes, that's actually why we're here. I mean, it's not because... Okay, Vasilisa, I'm role-playing her as, a good spirit, a good soul. But you could also play her as... I just need your soul to unlock these seals. I don't care who I curse along the way. You could actually play her like that.
Oh, what a pity. And I wanted to propose eternal life to you.
Oh, I'm flattered.
You are very sweet. I think you and I are quite alike. I know what kind of eternal life you're talking about. I don't want that fate.
Oh god, and I'm hurt from the previous fight. Summons more evil spirits, 200 health. This is gonna hurt so much. I need health. So I could use the snake herb to bewilder the enemy just to get them off me for a bit, but I'm gonna have to heal. Okay. Before she summons anyone, let's try and deal as much damage as we can. Or get an Amen set up. This removes a positive status. I don't know if this is a positive status. I don't think so. That's a... Amen, amen. Okay. Amen. Let's end with that and make sure that we get some things here. And Urazi and Waste to get through the defense. Roshka will have to defend us later on. Mermaid friends. Aye, it's Piotr. Drowner. So getting drowners on her side. Decomposure. Increases waste on the turn start by 5. It's gonna waste me. I have a bad feeling about this. And she's gonna hit me for 21. This is... Right. I did say the difficulties really did spike for this chapter. Oh, it doesn't affect masters. Ah, okay, never mind. The snake arbor doesn't affect it. Okay. I could block 5. I don't have any defense cards. Except for this. Serpent Sting. If I leave the ads to do their own thing, I'm gonna end up getting punished for it. Oh god. Alright, the Nava's locked onto your last target. Roshka, help me. Shoot, 20 damage, 10 defense. I'm gonna have to kill him now. Grisha. Waste. Well versed. Okay, we're gonna have to... Let's focus on defense. So Avdalai... Keep up my amen going. Removes negative status. We're gonna need that. Let's go. Let's deal 1 damage each turn. Oh, Peter's Cross removes status. Is there anything we can do to hurt them? Eliminates an enemy's defense in case the minion does it. Okay, let us increase the number of orders in your Zagor for 1 turn. Let's save. No, let's use it now. We need this. And let's put a waste on this guy. There's a lot like going on, and all these interactions can get overwhelming actually. That's gonna be 1 damage on me. Who are you gonna defend? Drowner Flesh on yourself. You're just gonna keep attacking. And you're gonna attack me with waste. I need to kill you now. Is that even possible? Bless 3. Let's get some defense up at least. It's gonna be just 7 damage. It's gonna take place after. Is there anything we can do to break the defense here? Okay, I think we're gonna need this, or we're gonna have to break herb. Eliminate the enemy's defense. Pretty much stuck here. Eternal damage when health is lost. Serpent Sting. It removes a positive status. You could do that. Well versed. We are going to be losing a lot of health, so I need to use Serpent Sting. We need to mitigate damage. It's a gesture. Oh my god. All right. Not sure if my health can keep up. This is not good. Oh, I'm gonna die from this.
How rude! Bothering me and my Swordswalker friends! Don't fret. This won't take long.
It won't take long because I'm gonna die next turn. Crap. $24.31. This is insane. So I guess this is the wall they throw at the wall they put up, which forces you to build your deck to fight these creatures. So that's what's gonna happen here. Because waste is just increasing. I need a way to cure my waste easily. So I'm gonna have to think about this next time. I mean, after I die. I could actually bewilder them. The waste is just gonna get me. Unless I defend myself against all of this. If I do this, I just recover my waste. I don't get hurt. But then, I'm just gonna get wasted again. Oh well. And Proshka's defense is down. So, and I don't have any defense cards. Damn it. Oh well, at least I can try and kill this guy. So that's 7 damage against him. 3 to all enemies. Grisha on you. Card on you for extra damage. That's too bad. Look, we're gonna. This is my biggest hit so far. I can deal 51 damage in total. And we die. Alright, book binding. So we're getting a lot of waste from that. We need a way to get rid of those status conditions. We also don't have enough herbs. We need to be shopping. Immunity to curse. We're not being cursed. Is there something I can do to gain +3 ways in battle start? Gain +2 prayer. Strengthen status waste. Herbs and healing Zagavors. Applies 3 defense on the first turn. Old axe. I cannot buy herbs, so I can't rely on herbs. Gain 3 health each round. That's pretty good, actually. Yep, now we're in the deck building territory. Until this part, I was just coasting along with my spell book. But it's very swingy. Not the game. My spell book is very swingy. I need to consider this. Like, this is eating up space. This is eating up space. Let's start fresh. Yeah, let's go for it. So this is my first book. This is the second preset. The black book doesn't allow you to remove pages anymore. What? Can I remove this? Ah, okay. Okay, I see. I think the black book starts with, like, these are the pages you cannot tear out. This is always there. And I can add to it. Yeah, minimum 30. Right, it's so minimum 13. So I add it up, then I can remove these things. So, what cards do we want here? Definitely regeneration. That's something we definitely need. I cannot keep up with healing and dealing damage at the same time. We're gonna need passive regeneration. So whenever this comes up, we need regeneration up. Fortunately, we only have one of these. This is eternal. And this one is... We wanted this, right? It increases... It's a key card. So there are actually key cards and page cards. Key cards... Basically, a spell is consisted of a number of pages and a few keys. So you can mix and match these things. So this is definitely good. Eternal. So once we get this running, I didn't see them. There wasn't anything they were doing to strip me of buffs, as far as I could tell. So every time I lose health, our defense will increase. Let's see how that works out once we get it. Why can't I add... Oh, I don't have these cards. Or I have to craft them. So, right, you have to craft your spells. You have to craft your pages. Which is what I've not been doing. And I'm regretting it now. This is also good. Eternal. Like, eternal statuses. Yeah, this is good. So not only can we increase our defense, our damage will increase whenever we lose our health. So we want Serpent Sting and Death to Demons. This is another eternal thing. And this increases waste on enemies for each health loss. Am I reading this correctly? Is this... If they don't strip this from me... Okay, this is okay. Firm. I don't think we need this. Or it's gonna take up too much space. Now, to build up, Nava's been good. But I've been having problems setting it up. But those huge bursts are because of Nava. It's a firm, well-versed 2 damage card. Maybe I could keep it as a staple. This definitely 4 well-versed. This is a better... It's a better Urazi. Let's get rid of 1 Urazi and replace it with a Kila. I should also be replacing my Avdelai with Avoil, which is well-versed for defense. I don't think we need Avdelai anymore, since we have 3 Avoils. Amen is huge for defense boosts, but it takes a turn to set up. We can try to start each round with an Amen and keep the blessing up. So I remember the general rule of deck building depends, of course, on the number of cards you have in the deck. So I don't know the math here, but for example, Magic the Gathering deck, if you really want it to appear, you need 3. If you need the card, 3, then 2, then 1. Number of copies per deck. Let's try to keep that here. Let's try to use that mentality here. I don't know. Let's see. George the Father has been helping well when we're mixing up white and black pages. I have not been using the babushkas, but these increase our pool of cards per turn. I guess they're a nice to have, but they do clog up the deck if I don't use them. We don't need to remove the positive status. We haven't seen any positive status on them. What we need are cards that remove negative status from us. This. We only have 1. And a few herbs. So we're gonna get wasted. So we're gonna need the eternal cards to make up for that. I think an Amen is we need Amen. So we're gonna put 3 of those. A George the Father is always good to have. It has helped us, I think. We're gonna put that. Okay, we're gonna put spells we want, and then we're gonna edit it down. In Father's Name, this also is good for just increasing our defense if we don't have an Amen. The babushkas, I think. Now my problem is I haven't been getting damage cards when I need to, or no, gestures are always good. So it is just a bonus for us. So we're gonna be adding gestures for sure. I think Nava is a necessary part of our deck. It's constant damage. 3 to all enemies. We've been dealing with a minion in it. A lock with the number of key cards we have. I'm not sure. We only have 1 Scorch It. No, we have 2 to begin with. I don't think we need a Varahel if we already have a George the Father. A well-versed Bless 3. A Varahel is 1 defense Bless 2. I guess it's an okay to have. The nice thing with these Bless cards is you get a bit of defense or a bit of health, but also boosts the remaining black cards you have if you mix it up. They keep going in the offense, so I think we are going to need some of these cards. Scorch It, maybe... Yeah, Scorch It is good. I think Waste will be good for us here. So we have 3 copies of Scorch It. And we need that, I think, because we're gonna have to go into defense once in a while. That said, I could pile on the defense cards. We have 3 more cards remaining. I don't know if I want the babushkas to increase the pool and heal us. It's also well versed. Or if I want more damage cards. Grisha hasn't been helping. We need more copies of Grisha. But the more times you use Grisha, the stronger it becomes every time you get it. So eventually this ends up, I think the highest we got Grisha to was at like 8 damage. But it takes an entire page. Or a word. Not a key. Locks are good for setting up black pages. Let's take a look at our keys. Gestures are free cards, so we keep them in no matter what. I think we will need more options for keys. So Raba for 2 defense or Ruda for 2 damage. I'm not sure if we need that. A key's a key. Let's have a lock. And let's try to put in... two babushkas. I have a feeling we're lacking on the offense department. But let's try this deck out. It's our first time deck building. So we're going second. That's how we selected, right? Restart battle. Is this our new deck? I hope this is our new deck. So you're gonna summon it. Let's begin with the Nava immediately. Free gesture. Let's get that Amen already in. A Babushka, so we have more numbers next round. A Nava, so we can deal damage. 2 Navas on you. There are also skills here, by the way. I should have gotten more skills. Better skills. There's skills that allow you to like change up your cards. But we have what we have right now. So you are just going to cast defense. That's fine. And you, this is new. Mermaid Cry, Yearning. You will decrease the number of orders that I can read during my turn. That's new. So let's immediately pour in our damage with Scorch It. We can get regeneration up already, but... nah. I want these wastes on... or should we kill the ad? Take this opportunity to kill the ad. But we're gonna be splitting the damage. You know, let's try it. Let's just try single-minded focus on this thing. Probably not the best idea. So this is only regeneration for 3 rounds. This will increase each one. Doors of Father is great because... no, these things are going to happen first. Wait, no. Doors of Father. Unfortunately, the Navas attack first. Hit first. So we want to get in black cards. Gesture for free. Urazi. Or... okay. Just pouring all the damage on her. How much is that? Just 21. Our Amen's already a key, so that's good. I already forgot why we get this in the beginning of our battle. It's something with my items. In Father's name, we're gonna have to start increasing our defense because they will go on the offense at some point. So let's Amen and then in Father's name. But I could kill the ad right away. You know what? Let's just do this. I can't kill the ad in one turn. You're gonna turtle up. The ad is gonna turtle up. Because if you kill her, we win the encounter. Oh, now you're defending her.
Bothering me and my Saltwalker friends. Don't fret. This won't take long.
Well, now she's defended. I probably should have poured it on the ad. Here we go. I'm hoping we get it soon. Okay, well versed. Please defend me, Proshka. This only removes poison and waste. What removes the negative status? What if Bewilder works on... Does not affect Master, so it doesn't affect this. But, will the Snake Herb work on the ad? Now, we need to make up for this yearning. We need to increase back articulacy. Let's do that. Here we go. Burning Blood. Increases waste on enemies per... That's what we're looking for. That'll be an eternal buff for us. Let's get our regeneration going. So this is a well-versed white card. We want to add more to it. So this is a well-versed regeneration. That's going to work out. So 5 turns of regeneration. Ah, great, great. Another one. And well-versed regeneration. We can absorb most of the damage. See what a bit of deck building does. Now I don't feel like I'm scrambling around for orders I need. Could be refined. I went overkill with the defense, but we're fine. So you're gonna keep attacking me. I need to kill the ad. Well versed for black. This waste is just gonna keep adding up. I wish I had the herb that prevents all damage for 1 round. Damn it. So bless 3. I might just have to take all this damage. I do have regeneration going on, so that might help mitigate some of it. Nah. That's from well-versed. That's well-versed. You're good there. How long's my Amen lasting? We don't have any well-versed Ikla. We're fine. We should pour on the damage in this guy. This is gonna hurt. Keep your waist going. Defended yourself. You have to break through your defense. That's gonna be 23 damage to me. Okay. Can I defend for 34? That is the question. That is the question. How high can I get my defenses up? $16. Plus a defense herb. I can mitigate as much as I can to get my regen the rest of the way. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's full defense this round. Let the waste take care of some, so it's they soften them up for next round. Give Proshka some time as well to cool down. Come on. What are you going to do? Lessen it and decomposure, increase waste return. Okay, I gotta kill it this round. So 5 damage. It's gonna receive 5 damage at the start of it. So that's 8. I need to deal 8 damage to it. Alright. Nice. This one is increased damage for 2 each time I lose health. We needed this. We needed this. These eternal buffs are great. Look at that. If they're not going to strip it from me, it's amazing. I can remove the negative status. Or I can take the 2 damage. I'll take the 2 damage, which gives me more defense for the future and grants more waste to them. This is good. This is good. So I need to deal 8 damage to this guy. So enhanced by this. Easy enough. That's an 8. Then I can pour damage onto her. Waste for 3. Dante, hey! Welcome Dante and welcome Raiders. We're in a boss battle right now. This is a spell deck building game, Black Book, based on Slavic mythology. Kind of like a choose your own adventure. It's an adventure card game. Adventure spell card game thing. It's great. It's very immersive. Welcome back. Welcome back, Dante. It's great to see you. I just had to go through some deck building and we already lost once to this Rusalka. And if you notice by these dangling feet, the Rusalka has been, well, making new friends. And it's our job. They hired us to take care of the demon problem because salt workers have been disappearing. And hey, we found them. This must be Piotr. He fell in love with the mermaid. And that's how it is. Yep, welcome to the stream, everyone. This is our usual Thursday. We're chaining together spells. I'm going to be killing this guy. And then I'm going to be focusing the rest here. I don't know how long my regen's going to last or if this waste is going to do it. But we got some powerful cards up. Sorry, spells or Zagavors. And let's end the turn. 4 in the morning. Dante, get some rest, man. Thank you so much for raiding with your crew, though. And if everyone else is if it's 4 a.m. for the rest of your viewers, thank you for dropping by and saying hello. And sleep well. Take care. This is good. What's my defense? Good. She's just gonna attack me. I need to defend. Proshka, help me out. I don't have any piety left. This is bad. But I'll deal damage when health is lost, and this is eternal. We definitely need that. Okay, this is well-versed white. This removes a negative status. Let's see what we can do here. This will heal me for a bit. And grant me orders. I can also increase my waste damage on it. Do I really need... No, I'm gonna save the Tearlick Herb for a big combo. There's no other card I could use. So I'm going to use this to replenish some health. Mitigate some of that incoming damage. Let's go for it. And each time I get hurt, she gets hurt. So I actually want to lose HP. At least some. Interesting. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this spell book we have together right now. So look at that. It's to waste this building. So what are you going to do? You're going to lessen my orders again. So for this round... Okay, what's this? There's so many status things going on here. I'm losing track. We need to get this Amen going. Well-versed regeneration. That's tempting. That is so tempting. Alright, let's use one Tearlick Herb here. We're gonna have to stock up on herbs the next time we go out. Herbs are so useful here. I could just pile on the waste. First, we're gonna go with Kila. Waste, waste. Then we're gonna get a regen here. Or we could just pile on the damage. Nah, you know what? No, 2. It's gonna increase it for 6 damage. I get 6 damage more if I use Varahil. Or I could use this and increase the number of keys I have. Oh, and get Amen going for defense next time. That might work out. Generation 4. Or heal for 2. This is fine. This is why it takes me forever to play card games. Like, my friends who play Magic the Gathering, they just boom, 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 boom. My turn's done, you're dead. I take forever on my turns, reading all the cards, trying to piece things together. Okay, what are you going to do now? 24! I'm just gonna let the DOT, the damage over time, get you. Because I need to defend. It's a good thing I said Amen. Did I say Amen? I don't think I did. Whoops. I used Babushka, not Amen. This is why you should don't forget to say Amen. Oh god. I'm using up all my Tearlick herbs. I need to defend. 24 damage is way too much. Well versed. What a measly defense. Well, it's the best I can do. I don't think the Tear Lake Herb is worth my last Tear Lake Herb to do that. No. Alright. She's gonna hurt me a lot. But based on the buffs I have, she's gonna get hurt a lot. Let's do this. This is the final boss for this chapter. It's fine. Ow.
Can't beat me in the water, you damned witch! We'll see about that. I've bitten bigger foes.
Well, you're not in the water right now, but I get it. Calling more friends. Crap. I have to deal with that. Good, we got our Nava set up here. Bless too. Nava. 12 damage. 21. We get to 21 versus 16. We're fine. As much damage as we can do. Let's go. We don't need the number of keys increased. All black this time. Anything I can do to boost the damage? Could bless myself. Nah, Tear Lake Herb shouldn't be used for that. Let's use an Adam's Herb. Get some health in. This should be fine. When she puts up the ad, I think our health will be low enough that we might have a chance to end her. Oh, come on. Because we got our Nava up. This is good. This is good. We already have 12 to begin with. We have to deal 26. Crap, and we don't have our cards. Come on. Do I have something? Do I have a bless? Okay. Let's... We're not gonna be hurt. So... Let's do this right. Let's do this right. Amen, in case we have to defend ourselves. Well, first regeneration, we should be getting that. Now let's bless too. So we can increase the Nava damage. And Scorch It waste on you. That should take care of you. Proshka can help me defend. We could also get our regeneration going with the Tear Lake Herb. Nah, let's save it. Herbs are so valuable, I just realized. Waste is gonna kill her next round. GG. That was close. I'm pretty happy. Those eternal buffs are wild. But the previous bosses had an ability which stripped our buffs. So I get it, like it's we can't rely on it. It just so happened that the Rosolka had no way to tear those buffs off. So every time they hurt me, it would hurt them. I could have saved a few more herbs, but that's fine. And that is our third seal unlocked.
Damn witch!
Which gives us access to another set of cards.
You won't get me with your foul sorcery. My father protects me.
I'm gonna have to deal with your father.
And without me, there won't be salt or eternal life.
Okay, let me guess. This isn't it. I have to defeat her father to unlock the seal.
The Rusalka dives into the brine and disappears. The drowners crumple lifelessly, seemingly intent on staying dead this time.
Rest in
Silence
peace.
is all around you. You hear the sounds of a door opening behind you. Pahom found the courage to get the salt box. He's holding an icon.
Let God arise and his foes vanish.
That's it. I've banished the Rusalka.
Oh, thank God. Thank you, Vasilisa.
Too early to celebrate. She's gone, but she took all the brine with her.
Yep. Well, Pahom is the owner of the salt farm.
Get the horses ready. We need all Yegor's advice. Well, what are you waiting for? Be quick about it. We need to hurry.
Oh, right this moment.
Okay, we need to restock on herbs. Dear God. We're back home. So this is just tasking charts. I do not like this guy. Waste. Makarko. Send you on another meaningless job. No wonder why my defense pages... I keep forgetting that my defense pages are effectively -1 because of this chart. More health is good, but more damage is better. So let's get more damage in. I've not leveled up yet. I'm feeling the burn here. I need to buy herbs. Old Igor, do I have a story for you?
The other day, I met that woman who sells sweets. Remember her? She got a hernia this big, half the size of her face.
You sound like it. Ow. Okay. About old Igor.
Tell me what happened next. How did you become a Khaldun?
Continuation of his story.
Right then. So I'm holding this head. The Chort strangled Prokopy and wanted the head back.
So the Khaldun he was working for was actually the one that ended up killing his brother. So he went on a quest for vengeance and ended up killing the Khaldun. Then he became Khaldun. So the Chort strangled Prokopy and wanted the hat back.
And it was exchanged to him, mind you. So he needed to give something to me in return. I figured that one out, young as I was. So I think, what to ask for? Some money? A fancy shirt? So I figured, if I wanted to be a knower, I should think for myself. Bring me, I tell him, the black book. I'll trade it for your hat.
Oh.
They all disappeared, and I'm standing in the circle, waiting. The fiend was gone for a while, returned only at dawn. All covered in stretches, it wasn't easy for him to get it, but he did bring back the book.
Well, they do honor their bargains.
It was sealed in Sukharev Tower. It was. For how long? No one knows. So, that's how I obtained it and became a Nova.
And old Igor passed the book down to me when I became a witch.
All by myself, as you see.
Invisible demons.
Why can people see demons?
Who knows? That's for God to decide. Only the knowers see demons.
I guess it's because of the insight with a capital I. Oh, that's it? Talk to you later. So we have one visitor. I wonder if this is the salt owner. Yeah, it is him. Rosha.
Come in, Pahom. We need to think about
Pahom.
what to do next.
You share the events at the factory.
She even escaped your Zagavars. Only powerful evil spirits are able to do that.
That wasn't even her final form.
I think someone is protecting her.
This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues.
Okay, that might be my fault because there were other spirits in the factory, but they weren't the ones killing the salt workers. But they are haunting its spaces.
Some workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them.
Consequences of my actions. I could have just killed these spirits outright. But we were after the Rusalka, who was actually the one killing the workers.
But what should we do next? Can't we get the brine back?
We can think of something. We also need the water demons.
That Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about?
Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father?
The Vodyanoi?
Well, it's clear to me.
The Vodyanoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to.
Vakul. Also known as Vakul. Call me Permian word. Master spirits of different bodies of water. All the water spirits are subject to them. Ah, okay, so Vodyanoi are also known as Vakul.
The salt worker grows pale.
Vakul? So the Vodyanoi has something to do with it.
What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him.
There we go. Yep, it's a salt farm owner just not respecting that. But at the same time, these things tend to literally bleed you dry. So where's the line?
At the factory, I was doing fine with the Vodyanoi that I had.
Ah, there's another Vodyanoi?
Whether you were or not, the small Vaginois are gone. This one has outsmarted them and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now.
Oh, okay. So that stand corrected. He did make a deal with the Vodyanoi, but new management on the Vodyanoi front.
You can meet him in Hell's Lake. Pahom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, get going. Got it?
Tell me more about Vakul.
What do you know about the Vodyanoi?
A powerful chort and an old one. People say he was here before Christ and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake.
Huh. What about the seal?
Will you break the seal for me?
Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vaginois here. He's hard to convince, though, and I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak.
Thanks. Hell's Lake.
What kind of lake is that?
The Permians call it Vatti. It means swampy lake.
Oh no, a swamp region.
It's deep. One chort tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the hunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name.
Well, that's ominous. It's time to go.
I see. I'll get ready.
Well, be careful out there with him. If you strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book.
I'm terrible with bargains.
God be with you.
Okay, let's see how far this our current spell arrangement takes us. All right, pestered with shorts. We're off. Where's the start? Oh, okay, we're here. I hope we encounter an herb merchant. Book merchant. This strange man sold Zagavors to old Igor sometimes. Let's see if we can get more spells. So, our main task for this chapter: find the entrance to Vodyanoi Domain. We're gonna head to another kingdom. You drove off the mermaid, but the brine has gone away with her. The seal on your book is still intact. Looks like only the master of the water domain will be able to deal with it. Shivers. Water temple. Water dungeons. I hate those. So I can only take Proshka. I wonder how Kolya is doing.
You have goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
Still sketchy as hell. Just in the middle of the forest. Here's some spells. All new cards. Damn. Okay. Word defense is doubled if there is an enemy with status curse. My deck has not been cursing people. We don't have much of that. Sacrifice 1, firm 1. Page remains active for 1 turn. Why is that important? Because it's a gesture. It's a free black card for 1 turn. But it's at the cost of 1 health. Not really my thing. Piety, however, increases defense value in words for 2. And bless. So this works both ways. But it's kind of like in the middle of things. Like committing half defense, half attack. What about this one? A well-versed white card, Eloquence, increases well-versed effect of white words for 1. But increases our sin. I said this would be a no-sin playthrough, right? We'd like to remain pure in the eyes of the church and God. And here we are consorting with demons and using their powers. This seems like I was thinking, like, wow, this is such a powerful card. Because Eloquence basically allows you to cast more spells. So imagine a well-versed... It's basically like an exponentially growing spell. But power comes at a cost here, and I think this means that every time you use this card, it's a sin. Dun dun dun. We traveled all the way here, we may as well get 1 card. This is out of the question because we're trying to go for no sin. Let's go with Nicholas and George. Sign of the cross and everything. Why not? I need herbs. That's what I need. Goodbye. Look at him. He's just... What are you doing here? It's one of those things, you know, you get... Zagavors are dangerous in the wrong hands. So you gotta know your sources. You gotta know where to find your spell merchants. Our first stop is Upper Onil, a small fishing village to the east of Hell's Lake. They say that around here, everyone has seen a mermaid at least once. After that Rusalka we encountered,
The sun is setting when you see the village of Verkhny O'Neill. You pick up the pace. You need to get to Hell's Lake before dawn.
Oh no, but I'm the kind of gamer that wants to question all the NPCs and the spirits. Main quest, sense of urgency. What is that? You know, it's not like Majora's Mask. I don't know if this is like Majora's Mask where there's an actual timer. Or if it's Skyrim where I can totally ignore the freaking main quest. I'm pretty sure there are consequences to this. But so they say that mermaids were spotted here. If we talk to the peasant, I think we're gonna get more from the spirits if we talk to the spirits. So let's talk to the spirits.
You run into an alarmed Domovoy hurrying to his izba. The spirit tells you about the Chorts of the Khaldun Grishka, murdered this year. Turns out, the Chorts have scattered around the area and scare everyone who goes to Hell's Lake. When you leave the village, you think of a way to outsmart
I think that is useful. Okay, wait. The spirit tells you about the Chorts of the Khaldun Grishka. That's a sorcerer, Grishka. Ah, well, Grishka was murdered. Turns out the Chorts have scattered around the area and scare everyone who goes to Chels. Okay, so the sorcerer gets murdered, Chorts go out of control, and now they're keeping everyone away from Hell's Lake. I'm gonna have to do this. Leave the location. Pine Grove. The swampy part of Hell's Lake is surrounded by an old pine forest.
Pale moonlight falls on rotten and broken trees. You feel the presence of leshis, or some other evil spirits.
Doesn't feel right. Outsmarting. Oh. No, don't want to draw a circle. Don't want to go around. Alright. I guess this is about making good time, right? So, asking the Leshy's permission is going to ask for offerings. And we're going to have to follow the Leshy, or the Leshy's going to send a tree trunk through our heart. So let's try to outsmart them. I don't know how this is going to work. Let's try this route.
You remember the Chorts of Khaldun Grishka that you heard about in the village and bypass the glade from the west.
Yes!
You read a simple Zagavr, and the treetops start to sway as if from hurricane winds. You clap your hands and laugh.
Hey, it was worth it, questioning the spirits.
The Chorts scatter in horror. Unsurprising, considering that they thought the master of the forest himself had come for them. The bravest Chort came to bow to the Leshy. Your circle is already drawn.
Oh, okay, we got 50 XP and 5 rubles for that. So we pretended to be the Leshy. But there's one brave Chort. Let us defeat him in honorable combat. And we get a reward for this. Look, it's just 9 health. Poor guy. Wait a minute. Okay, so we got the page back. I have to double check. Okay, we still have the spells. I was worried that the spells that, remember there were some spells that we got that only, they vanish from the book once used. But it seems that we still have it after the combat. So, whew, I thought it's like consumable pages. So we're good. We're good. Well, this is gonna be overkill. New cards again. Ioton the Pleaser. Refresh companion's ability and heal for 4. Skips the cooldown. A well-versed curse. I feel like that might come in handy depending on the boss we're up against. So we can like stack up all our attack cards and mitigate and negate their damage. What's this? Sea Def. It's a key card. Inflict damage equal to enemy status. Curse times 3. No, we're not a curse focused sorceress at the moment. So refresh companion's ability, not really. It's a key card though, so it's kind of like, this seems cool. You can stick to black and actually curse them. Maybe this is the beginning of our curse build. Let's see. But of course, I'll have to get rid of a card to include that. So what would I remove for that? An Urazi? Or maybe I could take one of the key cards. We have too many key cards. I rarely use Raba. I think we could actually get rid of one of these. I think. And add this. Let's try that out. Nice environment. Moving on. Here we go. The Vern Chugrum Swamp. The swamp is so overgrown with moss that it looks like the back of some huge beast partially buried underground. I've heard stories of Mang Ont. Mang. Could this be it?
A pine tree, cracked by lightning, stands by the edge of a swamp. You know that lightning can be useful, and come closer. The tree is blackened and split in two. Strangely, the air is still filled with the smell of a thunderstorm. Your search soon bears fruit. You find a thunderstone.
Thunderstone? Hell yeah.
Pluck the stone from inside the charred pine and go on your way.
Thunder Arrow. He who carries the stone shall fear neither demon nor misfortune, for he is strong when his palms carry the stone of Perun. Strengthen status bless +1. Our blesses get even stronger. Do I have anything to replace it with? No, this deck of cards is so great for an opener. We basically well-versed effect of black. We get to use more black. I keep forgetting that. We have Eloquence 1 at the beginning. I don't think we've been getting much mileage out of the Hearth Clay. Because they don't really attack. Well, no. 5 defense in the beginning, that's fine. Maybe you could do with less health. And I keep forgetting that we have this lock. So the first Zagavora we use gets locked in place. We should probably remember that. So maybe I can get rid of that and put this. Because we do have a few blesses, right? Let's get rid of that. Let's see. -4 health. 44. Let's see if that kills us in the end. Sket. I've heard that a hermit monk lives around here.
You enter the serene, piney woods. Soon after, you find the source of light. There is an old izba amongst the trees, leaning comfortably on a branching pine. With a quiet squeak, the door opens, and a hermit welcomes you.
I have never thought a witch would come and visit me.
Priest.
Why do you think I'm a witch?
I feel evil spirits a mile away.
Whoa.
You're calling me an evil spirit?
Come on, don't be mad. Could Providence bring you here? Have a rest. I've put the samovar on and lit it with juniper branches. I have a request to you.
Is he going to drink some tea? That's so sus. Who are you? About the hermit.
So I might be a witch, but who are you?
I'm a hermit, and this is my skeet. I live here, far from worldly things, and serve God. There's plenty of holy saints, and the simple folk have plenty of trouble. So I pray here for the holy spirits to help our people with their troubles. I hope they can hear me.
Encyclopedia entry. Folk saints. Based on church mythologies, Russian folk mythology was also developed. Christian holidays were reinterpreted and infused with local ceremonies, rituals, and beliefs. Christian saints were imbued with miraculous abilities of patronage and intercession, serving as the protectors of the home, the people, livestock, farming, and crafts. Saint Nicholas, for example, favors not only sailors, but also wild animals, agriculture, beekeeping, and construction. Saint George, Yegory the Brave, Igori, is the patron saint of cattle. He's known as a wolf shepherd who also serves as the patron saint of hunters. Among the peasantry, the cult of the Virgin Mary was different from how the church depicts her. She was more down to earth and made her presence known in everyday activities. She's more sympathetic and acts as a helper in difficult situations, a protector against evil spirits, and an intercessor in heaven. She's the patron saint of maidens, women, and those in labor. Alright, so they intercede a lot in their beliefs. What about your request? Oh, thank you for that hydrate. My water is just not... I didn't even drink the whole stream. It's a good reminder. I was always wondering, why do some streamers put up these redemptions? You know, posture check, hydrate. But it's just, you know, you're just so absorbed in the game you forget. Every little bit helps. So before we drink this suspicious tea, what's your request?
What's your request?
I think you can handle it. Some hunters recently passed by here, but they never left, even after the ice drift. I followed them. Their camp isn't far from here. Their things are all in disarray, as if they never left in the spring.
Oh.
But there's no sign of them. I felt evil spirits there, but I haven't seen anyone. Please, find where the demons kidnapped them.
Side quest activated. Yeah, agree.
Camp is to the south, you say. I may drop by to find out what happened to them.
Now let's drink some tea.
All right, bring your tea.
You drink the tea and rest a bit.
Ah, okay, health restored. We didn't even need that, but that's good. Good to know. He wasn't trying to poison us or anything. Leave the area.
Show me the way.
Listen, witch. Try to get off this road. There's nothing but trouble for you at its end.
Oh, now that's ominous. Okay. A hermit told me there used to be a hunter's camp here. Our optional task is to learn the hunter's fate. Yeah, I can't go. I've been relying on coffee every stream. May not be the healthiest of habits, but yeah, water helps. All right, let's see how much we can do.
You follow the directions of the hermit and soon come to a clear glade. You notice fir branches and a gap fire. It's clear that the hunters camped here.
What is a gap fire? A fire lit between two logs or built close to a wall of logs so that it burns slower without need of attendance. Hey. Oh, okay, exploration zone. I see an herb. Herbs. I grab. Peter's Cross. Archilin herb. I wash in copper dew and dry myself in the sun. I dress with the clouds and gird myself with the infinite stars. Oh, remove status curse. That's handy. So set off, that's the leave. Ooh, there are tracks. Is this the boundary? Oh, hidden herb. Kaluka herb. Bless 3. The Kaluka herb is gathered during Peter's fast. Circle an arrow with the smoke from this herb and you won't miss your mark. Ooh. That's a new herb we haven't seen before. Okay, rusty ass, rusty ass, gap fire. The gap fire is almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest. It seems as if the hunters went away for a moment somewhere, but never came back. Their tracks, we're gonna see that last. Hunter's things.
Some of the hunters' things are still scattered about here. You manage to find one of their clumsily written diaries and a small pouch with silver rubles.
I never really know if looting, like looting the location is a sin here in the game, but trying to step into the shoes of Vasilisa, the hunters might still be there. I don't want to steal from them, but let's go as far as reading the diary. I'm not sure if this actually has consequences if we just take the loot. Read the diary.
It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a peasant.
Damn.
They consist mainly of hunting observations and notes. Your attention is drawn to a strange passage. February. Old man knocked on the door. Frozen. Started dying during the night. Suffered long. Maybe a Khaldun. Died only in the morning. Would be better if I took down the main beam. February later. Going home soon. Bad sleep at night. Something makes noise in the dark. Scary. February later. Yvonne disappeared at night. Going home. Everyone scared. This is the last entry.
Is that the Grishka, the Khaldun, who was murdered? Well, who died, apparently frozen. Well, let's see.
It's difficult to make out anything from the
Go back. I'm not gonna take the rubles. Rusty axe. The axe is covered in rust. A hunter would never leave behind a thing like that. I saw a similar axe by the windmill. Is it all connected? An axe is an axe. Okay, there are tracks here. Come on, highlight. There we go. Tracks. They glow blue. Some chort has been here. I can follow them. He might be the one who carried the hunters away. Do we have everything? You know, no one's gonna use the rubles, right? No. But it's lost and found. But there's no way to return it. Alright, you know, let's leave the rubles. We don't need it. We're fine. Even though we could have been so much we could have been richer if we decided to accept people's offerings to curse people. But we're not that kind of witch. Set off.
You've found traces of the evil spirits, and now can go searching for the missing hunters.
Time to go. Demon tracks lead to this hunting warehouse.
A foul silence hovers over the shed. You take a step and wince. A dry branch under your foot breaks with a loud crack, like a dry bone.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up this herb. This is the one I've been looking for. I've seen the break herb once or twice. A door was locked by accident, so a knower came to help and opened it with the break herb. Ah, that's why we used the break herb last time narratively to open the salt box. Ah, no, it's eliminate energy defense. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one that prevents all damage in a round. I think that is a super rare herb. Like a break in case of emergency kind of herb. That's it. Well, let's look inside.
The rotten stairs lead inside. You notice a sweet stench.
Of death. The hunters. Okay. An eretnik. Ah. It's a dead sorcerer. Yeah. This is a dead sorcerer. I believe an eretnik is a sorcerer come back from the dead. Holy crap. Vampirism 20. What else do you have? Ethereal. All attacks miss this creature. Duration 999 What? How do we get rid of your etherealness? And you're gonna pull my soul? Broshka, what do we do? Well, I'm gonna curse you. Let's bless ourselves first. Oh dear. So I have to just waste it to death. 1 damage 4 times. So I said, what? Why? Something's fish. Oh, because of curse. The card worked. The curse card. That's why it's only dealing 1 damage 4 times. Initially, it would have been... We cursed him a lot, right? Nice. So Proshka can block this for us, and we can focus on offense. Amen. Amen. Defend me, Proshka. Waste. No, first bless. Bless ourselves. Waste him even further. Nava it up. That's all best we can do right now. But he's ethereal. It'll just all miss. So I gotta focus on waste. Gotta waste this. Eretnik. Okay, now it's 13 damage. How else can we waste this guy? Now okay, we gotta rebuild our... If we fail this, we need to rebuild our deck. Or we stack up his waste by hurting ourselves. Increase waste on enemies for 1 each time our health is lost. We're gonna need that. I'm gonna have to defend against 13 as well. So 7. We're fine with that. Fortunately, this isn't even gonna work. So let's increase the number of orders in our book next round. Our defense is fine. We gotta let the waste take care of it. How many wastes do we have? We only have like 1, I believe. There we go. That's gonna help us. We could allow ourselves to get hurt now, actually. But it's his vampirism's gonna activate. How long is this curse gonna last? 5 rounds. We're good. There, 1 waste. We just need 1 defense card. Come on. So this is good. We get our regeneration on. That's all we can do right now. Because blast doesn't affect waste, so we just have to keep hoping we get it. In Father's name, increases defense for 3 turns at the beginning of each round. Let's get that ward up at least. It's gonna be a slow fight at this rate. Yep. I hope we get to curse him again. What are you going to do now? Vampirism 20. Is that an attack against me or... Oh, right. Whenever I lose health, you gain health. So we're kind of in a strange thing right now where I can't do anything to you with these black cards. I, I got nothing. Would have been such a nice damage area. How do we get rid of etherealness? I don't know if we can do that. We don't have a remove positive status thing. Ugh. Would have been such a nice turn. Okay. This is now times 4, so it's 8. We can curse you again. Come on, I need a waste. There we go. Don't need that. Curse is good. Oh, we need a defense. Never mind. Our only defense card is this. We should be able to bring it down after we curse him. This is gonna be a slow fight. If this is the gameplay loop, if this is the loop we're going with in this duel. Okay, what are we going to do now? 9. 1 waste. At least we can keep that up. Oh dear. We actually don't have defense. We only have Proshka. Defend us for 6. We already have this, right? We already have Serpent Sting. So we don't need Burning Blood. No, we already have that. Damage when... Alright. Oh right, my ward is there, so I'm not gonna get damaged. $161 HP to go. At least my deck is kind of working. You know, I should just let this damage go through. No waste. We only have 1 waste card here. I could just block the damage. You know, let's just play it safe. Or nah, let's get this go through. 4 damage is fine. Right, we have Ward still in effect. Oh, I'm not even gonna get hurt. Is it the curse? This is the first encounter that it's been like this. Oh, finally a waste card. Gonna do vampirism again. Yes. Slowly but surely. You know, now I'm considering a damage over time spell book. 4 damage. No waste. Damn it. Nope, nothing. So you guys just amen. Increase the number of orders so that give us a chance, please. There's really nothing I can do. Longest battle ever. It's like that time, it's like the last time I played Keyforge. Our decks were just so even. Or they were just not even, but they were just built in such a way that we were like the last pair to finish. We lasted the whole tournament. It is pretty wild. Oh, okay, now this is gonna hurt. I spoke too soon. And he has Vampirism on. He heals 50 when enemy loses health. Nope. Nope. Okay, I just need to defend 11. We're good. 11 plus 11. We're good. Whew. I do not want them healing for 50. Seriously? Give me more orders. And it's one of those things where I slip up once, and that's it. We extend the fight for another 30 minutes. Dear God. Four damage again. We are so pious that our defense, each defense is increased by 11 now. So I just need one defense card, like Raba, and it'll already protect me. Come on, give me a waste. Give me a waste. Well, that's it. The pains of only having one damage over time card. Unless I'm missing something and there's a way to get rid of his etherealness. But that's a challenge here, right? Now what are you going to do? Increase your vampirism even more. It's off the charts. It's like 68 health if he lands even 1 damage to me. Okay. I just need to keep this up. I have to make sure that I can say that I'm pious the whole way. Another non-turn. Alright. He's down to 98 health. Almost. Okay, you're gonna 4 damage to me. Again, no waste. So let's get regeneration going again. That's already enough to defend me. I do not have any negative statuses to remove. But let's just do it for fun. And we still have... we're pious enough. Let's get the ward going again. Slowly, painfully, inching our way to victory. Probably gonna have to finish this, end up to the last zone, and probably end the stream there. So I do have an appointment to make. Come on, Nikot. Wait, let me just check. Alright, I still have time. 18 damage to me. I need to use the bathroom. This is exciting, isn't it? Okay, back to the super exciting, slow 8 more rounds. With our 1 Scorch It card doing the work. Okay, we need... Is this gonna even work? Ah, no. The pious will work for next round. So, thankfully, we'll be able to protect ourselves. And have another Scorch It. Winning at the speed of light. It's one of those it's one of those battles. I slip up though. He heals for 66 and that's it. 8. Yes! Yes. And it's gonna give me 5 defense, I believe. But just to be safe, I'm gonna get Proshka in here to defend me. That's enough. So I can curse him. Waste. Curse. Defense for good measure. Why not? No Alman this time. Gesture. Cause hey. Luck. We're up to 15, everyone. 15. 15 waste. A turn. How long have we been at this fight? 21 minutes? And he's going to increase vampirism. I swear to... Yeah. And he's going to heal for 84 if he ends up hitting me. Come on, waste! Waste! Yes, give it to me. RNG. Okay, damage when health is lost. Don't I have that already? There, damage when health is lost, so I don't even need to be using Serpent Sting anymore. But why not? $17 now. Just think of the poor hunters kept up there. No waste. But we have defense. A lot of defense. This is the highest ever defense I've had. Interesting. This is the first time this has happened to me in this game. But it happens in card games. Break through my 74 defense. We were once a sorcerer in life. Just 2 more rounds of this. Gotta defend for 17. Don't get cocky. No waste. Okay. Okay, this could be terrible. Huh. No. I don't have any other defense cards. Oh my god, then he's gonna heal for 82? No way. No, I have to do something here. This cannot be happening. Ward is at the beginning of the round. No. Ah, we have this. Ward. It's going to increase by 2, so I think it should be enough. Just exactly. This Rabba is going to save our life. Did I calculate that correctly? Yeah, that's the only defense I got. I really hope Ward kicks in. Replenish 5, Articulately 1, Bewilder 2, Eliminate enemy's defense, remove status curse, bless. We're good. We're good. Whew. He almost healed for like 82. Thank God we had a ward up. See that one little slip up? This guy could have sucked my soul dry. And we win. Finally. Let's have a in father's name in there. We did it. After half an hour. But hey, our deck kind of works, right? Oh god. Okay. Burning herbs deals 7 damage if we burn an herb. For each herb used. So if I have the fast hands perk, I can use 2 herbs, but then herbs are rare and we haven't been encountering herb sellers, so we don't want to be burning too much. Moon Brothers. Ooh, well-versed damage and defense. Why not? We only had like 1 curse in our deck, but imagine that. Defense is doubled if there's an enemy with a curse. You know, let's do this. I like Moon Brothers.
The Eretnik collapses lifelessly. It seems to be a Khaldun that's been buried improperly. With a heavy heart, you cut the tendons on his feet and leave him for the crows to feast. He won't be able to walk among the living now.
Literally.
You remember the hunter's notes. It seems like the dead man took vengeance on the peasants for his violent death. No one inherited his knowledge or tried to relieve his suffering by dismantling the Izba's ceiling. You sigh and hope that when your time comes, you will not meet the same fate.
Ooh. Huh. Dismantling the ceiling, is that what you do? Well, I guess he didn't really like him. No, that's sad. Let's head to the final location. Hell's Swamp. The area near the lake floods often. A swamp has formed here.
A foul stream runs through the swamp. You notice 2 figures sitting on a stone beside it. Through the silence of the night, you hear cold laughter and a muted conversation.
Again, curiosity. Come closer.
The transfixed fisherman watches the rusalka that coils around him with glassy eyes. The claws of the spirit glisten in the moonlight. This is a recent acquaintance of yours. She jumps when she notices.
Not gonna kill another. Hey, it's the fisherman. Is this the fisherman that we encountered? No matter what, no, whatever it is, whoever it is, not this time, Rusalka.
As soon as the demon looks away, the peasant comes to his senses. His eyes clear up, and he flees in horror.
Ah, thank God.
You again, witch. Feeling jealous of my boys? Sure you are. After all, they're all fine lads.
Oh, I get to just casually chat with her. After the Vodyanoi, if I can only ask one question, it should be about the Vodyanoi.
Tell me, where can I find the Vodyanoi? Oh, witch. I have no time to answer your silly questions. But some of my old friends do. Have fun!
The rusalka dives into the river, laughing.
Drowners. Alright, Proshka, we're gonna have to do this. You can defend me for 5, right? Because I'm not gonna be able to kill that guy in one turn. I can negate this. So give me 5 defense. So I need to kill this. Let's see if I can kill this guy. Nava. Urazi. That'll kill that. I can negate 15. Increases damage each time I lose health. That should be fine. Or damage when health is lost. Let's go on the offense. Why not? So we are gonna lose some health, which is fine. We just have to choose which blessing we wish. Increase damage or damage when health is lost. Let's go with the Serpent Sting. One damage to us. This is fine. 15. I could just remove the negative status already and heal. I should have said man. Increase damage each time I lose health. That seems cool. Let's have that. That's our key. Now what to do with this. Get a regeneration up, maybe? Options. I like options. We want to get hurt a bit. Actually, 15 is gonna wallop us. The only defense we have to mitigate that is this. One defense. You know, it's not even worth it. Or is just take it and mitigate it with regeneration? George the Father and Orasi. You hurt me, I hurt you. Don't try it. Ouch. Okay, I can kill him this turn. I only have 2 Adam's Head remaining. Ah, well. Ooh, I could go full defense here. And I could heal myself too. Heal a bit. Why not? Get that regeneration in. Heal up a bit. And I can kill him next round. The waste is gonna hurt me though. Okay, now I can kill you. Wait. No, I can't. Now I have 3 wastes? Huh. This is gonna hurt. I don't have any piety up. Oh, okay, we're good. Let's get some healing in while we can. We gotta save that Adam's herb. Deals twice the amount of damage if it gets an enemy curse. So we really could set up with a curse. What's swipe? Removes patient in the book till the end of the battle. Oh. Sacrifice for 3 health. Sacrifice 3 health for doubling the defense. So this relies on curse. 4 defense or 4 damage. I always like focusing on damage more, kill them faster. But this is tempting. It's a key card, just 3 health, cost of 3 health, double whatever defense or serves I have. Key, so it happens last. That could be a clutch move kind of thing. This one, however, deals 8 damage. We only have 1 curse card in our deck, in our spellbook so far. So I could go with... which one? You know, key might work. I could replace one of the basic defense keys with the red sun. Let's see how that goes. Okay. So let's check out Hell's Lake as a teaser. Have a chat maybe. And then we'll probably have to pause the stream there. This is the lake old Yegor told me about. Various types of evil spirits are often seen here. This is because the border between worlds is thin here. Let's check it out before ending the stream, because I do have an appointment to make.
You effortlessly find the fisherman's camp. The peasants have already built a fire and are preparing for a night of fishing.
Oh, okay, it's an exploration zone. So we are going to explore this in detail next time. That is a pretty lengthy battle with the... what do they call it? The Eretnik. Well, sorcerer... moral of the story, bury your sorcerers and sorceresses properly, please, or they will come back to haunt you. Then again, depends what that sorcerer did in life. Maybe he was a Khaldun that was the type to curse everyone. Of course, you'd make a lot of enemies along the way. But that's all the time we have for today. Gotta be finishing up a major project before the weekend, so it's gonna be pretty busy. We'll see what happens. Release of Horizon Forbidden West tomorrow. We'll see if I can secure my copy. If not, well, I'll be sure to get started on that next week. So I will be busy tomorrow with a big editing project I have. Saturday, we'll see if I even have time to, but I'll keep everyone posted. But thank you everyone for joining me on the stream today, and for the raids, and for the company. Thank you. For anyone who may be lurking, if you haven't already and you enjoy this content, please consider hitting that follow button. We are also on Twitter and Instagram. And if you wish to become a part of the Tabletop Cinema community, the Discord link is coming up here. We are open 24/7. We are small but growing, and I do try to respond as best as I can. So thank you everyone. This is our first playthrough of Black Book. We still have a long ways to go. The game is still quite interesting. I am pretty happy that we were able to build a competent spell book. The first encounter with the Rusalka was pretty rough, but the game does expect you to start building your book depending on the encounters to come. No one spell book fits all situations. So next Thursday, we're going to continue Black Book and confront the Vodyanoi and see if a deal can't be struck. He is the master of the lake, and well, we're going to see what they demand. This Saturday, I'm gonna do my best to get on stream. If the project does not get in the way, I will keep people posted on that. But on Tuesday, we do have a new game as well. I will be looking through my list. We just finished Spirit Fair, so there's room for another game. So, for everyone who came in, thank you, Ari Starling, for coming in and for that follow and joining in. Den Mother for pointing Ari in the right direction. Is it the right direction? I don't know. Hopefully, you enjoyed your time here. Thank you for all that and sharing your suggestions on stream. So, once again, everyone, great to have you here. I'll see you next time. Welcome to the table, everyone. Take care.